Hi guys, how's it going? I hope you're all having an amazing week so far. I just got home yesterday from British Columbia. I was in a Soyuz for a friend's wedding and it was absolutely amazing. So I am just still kind of on this that vacation kind of high. I'm still in La La Land. But I went back to work yesterday. Wait, am I lying? I got home 2 days ago and then I went back to work yesterday, and while I was in a Shoppers Drug Mart, I saw a bunch of new products on display from Maybelline, and I have been waiting to see these in store for such a long time, and so I of course picked them up. I wanted to film a little first impressions video for you guys, just because I think some of these launches are super exciting. So if you would like to see all of these new products in action and hear my final thoughts and what I think of them, then let's jump into it. Alright you guys, I didn't have a new foundation to try out, so I've already put on my foundation, my eyebrows, and I thought I was filming, but I wasn't when I was applying this concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I actually got this a couple weeks ago, so it's not brand new, but I do really like it. I have it on right now, and you can see that it actually gives my under eye area a nice kind of like glowy finish. And it's like a very nice medium coverage. It's not a full coverage concealer by any means, but I really like the applicator of it. It has two kind of flat sides to it, so it's super easy just to go like swipe, swipe, and then you get both eyes done. I don't know, I kind of just like that about it. It's, not my absolute favorite concealer in the whole world, but it's good. It's really good. Moving along to the brand new stuff. I am so excited to try out this loose powder. This is called Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I got mine in the shade 10 Fair Light, and I was very impressed with the display I saw at Shoppers Drug Mart. They had a ton of shades, I think they had maybe like 8 or 10, which is a lot for a loose setting powder. So I got the second lightest one, just because I felt like the light one looked like almost white, like the very lightest one. And the third lightest one was like very pink toned. So this, I do like a little bit more yellow toned powders just because I have more pink in my skin, so I like to almost balance it out. And I feel like you get a lot of product in there. I feel like that's a pretty hefty amount. So let's just peel this off here. Oh my god, I'm struggling. It's like Fort Knox in here. That is what the product looks like right there. Just going to take a little brush. Guys, I have to say that this is making my under eye area look super smooth. Like, I'm actually very impressed because there are not a lot of loose powder options available at the drugstore, as I'm sure you guys know. And if this one is good, which so far I actually am very impressed, I feel like Maybelline, really will have a winning product just because there are so few options. And I actually quite like this shade. It is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it gives me a nice little brightening effect. I probably wouldn't use this on my entire face just because it would, wash me out and be too light. But seriously, so far, so good. Oh, it feels so silky. Let's actually touch the powder. Yeah, that feels really nice because I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but there's like a NYX loose setting powder I've used before, and it almost just is too silky, like it's too soft that it ends up just kind of like caking up and looking powdery under the eyes. But yeah, this is beautiful. Yay. So far, this is great. Moving along to this guy. I saw this, I don't know if it was on Trend Mood or someone on Snapchat, quite some time ago. I feel like it was a couple months ago, and I was so excited to see this. And I wanted to mention that all of these products, I have my receipt here, are between $11.99 and $12.99. So I feel like some of those were on sale because normally, I know the Maybelline blush palette is $16 or $17. So I feel like that's actually quite reasonable for all of these products. But yeah, speaking of the blush palette, I absolutely love that product. I've almost hit pan on the highlighter in the little blush palette from Maybelline. So of course I wanted to try out the bronzer palette. This is what it looks like right here. You kind of have two more highlighty shades and then two bronzy shades. So I just want to swatch these out. I wish you guys that there was a matte bronzing shade in here. Every single one of these shades has either shimmer in it or this gold flecks in it. But nevertheless, we're still gonna try it out. So I'm actually gonna go into this warmer shade right here with the gold flecks and kind of start bronzing up my skin. Okay, I actually do like this bronzer shade. I cannot see any of the gold flecks that appear in the pan when it's actually on my skin, which I prefer, which I quite like. Now, I'm honestly kind of struggling because now I just feel like, what else do I do with this palette? You know, like I wish there was a pure matte shade, but maybe I'll add a little bit. This one's very shimmery. Like this could be a big mistake. I might add just a little bit into the contour because it is so cool toned. And maybe just to try this one out before we go in with blush, I'll put a little bit more on the apples of my cheeks. And then after blush, we'll use the true kind of like highlighting shade in there. Okay, this actually did turn out better than I first expected just from swatching them on my arm. This little blush, when I saw that Maybelline was coming out with some new products, the blushes aren't really what got me excited until I saw them in store, because these are just the cutest little thing, you guys. They're so compact and just, I don't know, I feel like they're very chic. It's just like a nice square of color. It reminds me very much of like Bobbi Brown blushes, just the packaging, the square with like the kind of see-through window right here. And they had tons of shades as well. It was really hard to pick just one, but I got shade 35, which is Coral, because I have just been very into this kind of like peachy pink type of look for the summertime, like we all are. But yeah, I just think that these blushes, I feel like these, I hope they're awesome. I hope I love the formula. That looks beautiful. That looks absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to take a little blush brush here and apply this. That is very pretty. It has a really kind of natural satiny finish to it that's giving a little bit of like iridescence to the cheeks almost. I really like that. Just gonna blend it in a little bit. All right, I was so excited for this highlighter, you guys. Like even just the print of it, I think is absolutely stunning. And I've seen some people swatching it and it looks just absolutely beautiful. It is so soft. Like that is a beautiful bronzy gold shade. It might be a little bit dark for me, but we're still gonna try it out. Actually, I do want to try out this highlighter shade just a little bit so we can see how it looks, and the highlighter shade from this palette. Very nice. This highlighter shade, I'm not surprised, like I said, because the highlighting shade from the blush palette is so beautiful. So yes, I like this palette. Let me think about it. I feel like I'm on the fence about it. I will, at the very end of the video, I'll give you my overall thoughts on all of the products. But now I want to try out this guy, this beautiful kind of champagne bronzy golden shade. It's absolutely stunning. It's very, very soft. That is so beautiful. Like it really is so glowy. Like I am literally just getting ready for work right now. Like this is almost a little too much glow, if I dare say, but beautiful. What a beautiful product. Like there's never been a highlighter available at the drugstore this creamy and pigmented and soft, in my opinion. For the eyes, I didn't get any eyeshadows or anything, so I'm actually just going to create a look using all the products that I used on my cheeks. So I'm going to start off with the beautiful blush shade here, and I'm going to put a little bit of that into my crease. And then using the bronzer palette, the darkest shade, the more cool toned one, I am going to also put that in my crease, but keep it a little bit lower on the lid. Because I don't want to lose the blush shade. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the same shade and just put it on my lower lash line. And then all over my lid, I'm going to take this beautiful highlighter. It is so metallic and pretty. And just, doesn't that scream summertime? This like golden, bronzy, metallic shimmer. Ah, so good. Using the little highlighting shade from this palette, I'm just going to pop a little bit onto my inner corners. And then for mascara, I'm going to be taking the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I used this in my last video. It is so, or 2 videos ago, it is so good. Like, just watch this mascara transform. All right, and then to finish off with the lips, these Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks have been impressing me so much, you guys. I know I've already talked about these because I got them a couple weeks ago. I've been using this shade called Heroin constantly, this like reddy orange. It's so popular and on trend right now. It is absolutely beautiful. I had it on in my last video, so if you want to see how it looks on the lips, you can check it out. And then I also picked up the two kind of lightest nude shades. This is a true liquid lipstick formula, you guys. It is fully matte on the lips, but it is not drying. It almost leaves somewhat of like the slightest tacky feeling on the lips. And I love that because it doesn't dry my lips out. I think this is such a good launch for Maybelline, and I've been really, really impressed with it. I've been hearing people rave all over the place about it. I've been wearing Dreamer a lot as well, which is kind of this like light dusty pink shade. So for today's video, I'm going to use the lightest shade in Loyalist, which is just this beautiful nude shade. And yeah, I love the wand as well. There's actually a circle in the middle of the wand that is empty. So it's kind of like a reservoir for the product, and it makes it super easy to apply. All right, guys, this is the completed look right here. Just super simple, shimmery, summery. I really like the way that it turned out. I just want to go quickly through each product and let you know if I think that it is a must-have or, you know, you can pass on it. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I've been using this for the last couple weeks. I really like the formula. It's very lightweight and it applies nice and thin onto the skin, and I like the paddle of it. I love the finish of the concealer because it actually does give the skin a nice kind of glowy finish. But once you apply powder over top, that kind of goes away, so it defeats the purpose a little bit. But I do like this concealer. I think it's a nice formula, and I actually love pairing it with the Pro Glow Foundation. They go beautifully together. The Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. This was like a surprise standout for me. I am so impressed with how my under eye area looks right now. It looks so soft and smooth, and it just doesn't look like there's powder on there whatsoever, which is exactly how I want that area to look. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this. I don't know why I wasn't expecting much from it, but so far, absolutely stunning. The bronzing palette, when I first swatched it, I wasn't as impressed just because there was 3 shimmery shades and then 1 shade with like gold flecks in it. So I was just like, what the heck? Why isn't there a matte shade? But this one actually did apply quite matte. You don't see like the gold chunks at all on my skin. And I like this shade a lot here too. But overall, I would say that this is a pass. I don't think it is like a need to have product, but I like the way that it looks. So if you are in the market for an affordable bronzing palette, then I think this one is still good. I don't think I'll get a lot of use out of this shade. It's not quite shimmery enough to be a highlighter, and it's, you know, too almost light and too shimmery to be a bronzer, so this one kind of confuses me. So yeah, I don't hate this at all. I like the way that it looked, and I'll continue to use it, but I'd probably save my money on this one. The Maybelline Fit Me Blush. This is stunning. I think that it's super, like it blended nicely onto the skin. It's like this natural flush of color. I definitely want to pick up more shades of this. I like how compact the packaging is, and it's a nice and smooth finish. Blushes can sometimes be a little bit dry, but I feel like this is a really, really nice formula and consistency. So this one's beautiful. I really, really love it. The Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter is absolutely stunning. I would venture to say that this is probably one of the best formulated highlighters that's ever come out at the drugstore, but it is super soft. Like, I already have a huge dent in it from one of these falling into it. And so yeah, just be very careful. I'd be very wary to travel with this because it's so soft that I think it would shatter easily, but I think it's absolutely stunning. I love the way it looks on my eyes. And it wasn't too dark for me. I was thinking this would be a little bit too dark for my complexion, but it worked out just fine. So yeah, absolutely. This is beautiful. Like, love, love, love. And then lastly, the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink lipsticks. I just talked about them for a bit, so you guys know that I really, really like this product. I think that it is awesome, and it is a true liquid lipstick. It's now dried down, and it has like a slight tackiness to it, but nothing that's noticeable. But if I like kiss my hand, you can see there's absolutely no transfer. So yeah, I really, really love these. Alright, you guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these new products from the drugstore in action. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It really helps me out, and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!